Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Dark Souls 3. I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Dark Souls 3 here, and I hope you'll join me. We're going to be following the story of Pan Panda, the assassin, and his encounters with the Knight of the Sunlight, the Knight of the Moonlight, and a mysterious pilgrim from a faraway land. I hope you join me and Pan Panda on this quest for glory, and of course, for pandas.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be Cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Character creation in Dark Souls is one of the highlights for many people. For us, we're not going to spend too much time here today. Instead, I'd like to just jump right into the meat and get playing and get telling the story of our brave hero, Mr. Pan Panda. Pan Panda is an assassin. These classes you can choose from. I really like assassin. In fact, a lot of the speedrunners use assassin, fun fact. They do that because he has a great sword, a great shield, starts with a spell that is probably the most useful spell in the entire game, and their armor is certainly nothing to sneeze at. So here he is. Here's Pan Panda. You could spend hours customizing this, but I've chosen one already, and I'm going to save you the time. But if you're new to Dark Souls, I hope you'll pick up the game, create a dope-looking character, or you can create a monster. Those are perfectly acceptable. And join me on this playthrough. We're going to be taking Pan Panda and sculpting him into a beast. He's going to be wielding a sword of legend, a sword that has spanned all 3 Dark Souls games, and that is very fun to use. So with that, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy watching me play through this game. Dark Souls games have always prided themselves in being difficult, but we're going to prove there's no obstacle that a Pan Panda with a big-ass sword can't overcome. Without further ado, let's play. Here we are at the Cemetery of Ash. This is the opening area of the game. We're going to unequip our items here so we can run just a little bit faster. That's a pro tip for you guys. Want to run a little faster? Get naked. Alright, let's go past these guys. Now this playthrough, I'm not going to be focusing so much on killing everything as I am of completing the game and telling the story of both our intrepid hero and a few of the characters in the game. Also, my HUD was a little off there, so we turned it back on. Alright, we're going to get this bonfire in case we need it later, but we'll rest just to heal up, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Bonfires are the save point for those of you who aren't really familiar with the game. It respawns all the enemies. Oh, look at that. Look at that sweet jump. So it resets all the enemies that you've already killed in the area, but it restores your health and all your healing items. Alright, a Titanite shard, first one. Made the jump, by the way. That's not a given. Titanite shards upgrade your weapons. Upgrading weapons is critical in this game. Alright, run past that arrow guy. By the way, you'll notice if you just kind of strafe a little bit to the side of the arrow guys, you will dodge the arrows. That should help you if you find yourself getting hit by a lot of arrows. Alright, here we are. Time for the first boss. Let's just get this right out of you right here. Sorry, guy, that probably hurt. But you good? I think he's gonna attack us, so we better get started on him, although. Alright, oh, there it is. There's that sweet, sweet arrow. Now, if you're ever having trouble with this boss, because believe me, this is not a slouch tutorial on this. You can try parrying. What you're going to want to do is hit the parry button right when he's about to hit you. Now you can do it with most shields, but the assassin starts with a shield that has an extended... Oh, okay, still going. The assassin's shield has an extended damage. You'll notice I kind of swing my hand up to the left. Usually you just do a purely horizontal swing on most shields. So if you like to practice parrying strongly, start with the assassin. Here we go, we're gonna bomb this guy. Look at that. Look at that sweet damage. This is why we started with the Black Firewall. It really helped with this first boss. And whether you're playing as a deprived or a thief, you should be good. Alright, first boss is down. Got the coiled sword. Look at that nice scenery. I'm not gonna really stop to smell the roses. Yep, good point over there. I'm not gonna be stopping to smell the roses here, but I encourage you, if you are playing along, which I think you should do, it's a great game and totally worth it for anyone who likes this sort of game. Play along with me at home and follow along. And I recommend the first time you play through, do a completion playthrough. Get all the items, check every nook and cranny, because there is so much rich lore, if that's what you're into. Tons of weapons, if you want to just try out new fun weapons. And all sorts of ways you can play. Alright, we're going to run here in the Firelink Shrine. This is sort of the hub of the game. Set our bonfire. This is our prime bonfire. Whenever we meet some friends, which we're going to be doing quite a bit of in this playthrough, we talk to them and we send them here. That lady there, we're going to get to her, but first let's talk to the maiden here. The maid.
To make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine.
And I am a humble assassin.
Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells.
I could use those.
I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler.
It sounds...
And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away.
What are you using the money for?
Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy want? No?
This lady's greedy. She's greedy. Alright, so this is a fun trick here. What you want to do when you get to this maid is buy one firebomb, one prism stone, a dagger, and a large leather shield. These will come in handy, some of them will come in handy immediately, but the dagger will be helpful later. Note that if you are the thief and you will have a dagger, so don't waste your money buying it. So what we're going to do here, this is a fun little skip, where it lets you get off to a really strong early game. And I don't know if this is intentional, but the devs never took this out, so everyone does this. All right, let's see if I can do this. This is a jump. We're trying to get up on that ledge. And that is a whiff. So I'll tell you right now, if you've never tried that, that's a whiff again, although it was close. Nope, oh, big whiff. You should really try doing this. What you're trying to do is basically angle off that tree and jump right up on those bricks right there. And here we go. I like doing this circle method. If you kind of run around in a circle, I find it's easier to control. Boom! Nailed it. First try, right? Edit it out that way? No, I'm just kidding. So, doing that skip right there will take you a long time, but you'll see how it pays off. First of all, you get some homeward bones, and those are nice. We're going to be using those to speed up things. But secondly, you get to meet these guys.
Me, Picklebee. Me, Pumperum.
Picklebee Pumperum. So these are these crows. Every single game has some crows that will exchange items for stuff. This stuff ranges from random weapons to upgrade materials to healing items. Lots of different options, but we're going to drop all those three things we bought plus the homeward bone. And then we're going to wait for them to leave their things on the ground. We're also going to go over here and pick up this nice little, call over, Estus Shard. The Estus Shard upgrades your Estus Flask. That's your orange juice down the bottom. Look at this, by the way. All those things we dropped, they gave us bracelets, which are actually really powerful. Twinkling Titanite, Titanite Chunk, and a large Titanite Shard. So, as I was saying, the Estus Shard upgrades your Estus Flask, or your orange juice. By the way, run over here and poke that wall, and you can run down here and get a ring. I know there's a lot going on here, but thanks for bearing with me. We're going to pick up this ring. This lets us get more souls. And we'll take a look at it, just because. Oh yeah, fallen foes yield more souls. A silver ring depicting a snake that could have been, but never was, a dragon. So the orange juice. Your Estus Flask is your bread and butter of healing. Unless you choose to go with a cleric build, you will be only able to heal with the Estus Flask. You have a limited charge, which is currently 3, but you can upgrade it.
Newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine.
Hello, Andre.
As a humble smith, forging weapons.
I use those.
You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust.
Yes, I am.
Toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms.
I have good arms. See
Let
them?
me smith you weapons.
Oh, those arms.
I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
All right, Andre, if you wish. So, first thing we're going to do, like I said, we're going to upgrade our Estus Flask. You can reinforce it there. We maxed out, but you can also allot your Estus. In the beginning, we picked up some blueberry juice. I don't know, there's not really a great blue drink to use. I guess water. But the blue Estus Flask restores your magic. That's the blue bar in the top left.
When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity.
No, Andre, I'm never going to break it.
Or simply rest at a bonfire.
The devs improved that, Andre.
Should chance impel them break, bring them me.
Okay.
I'll run back into shape.
Okay, but I won't.
They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure you.
Well, they won't break.
Handle them with care, if you would.
So in Dark Souls 2, your weapons are very susceptible to breaking, but in this game, not so much.
I don't want to see my work squandered.
Squandered. Well, like I was saying, there's orange juice, which upgrades your health. Bye, Andre. And then there's your blue Kool-Aid, we'll call it that, which restores your magic. Both of those things do not restore otherwise unless you rest at a bonfire. All right, let's talk to this lady here. She is a very important character. But first, we're going to give her a bow and see what happens. Oh, look at that synchronization. That was just perfect.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I am a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
All right. So this lady lets us level up. There's the thrones, by the way.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
Alright, we're going to put 2 points into vigor here just to get a little extra health, but basically, that lady just told us the entire quest that we're on, which is we need to find and kill the lords of those thrones and deliver them. Huzzah! Oh, she didn't feel like doing anything. If you do emotes to her, she'll do stuff back to you. So our quest is to find and deliver the Lords of Cinder. We're going to do that. But first we're going to go to the High Wall of Lothric. Alright, here we are, in the High Wall of Lothric. We're going to run out these doors here. And let's see. Yeah, we got the ring equipped. We're good. We're going to keep our clothes off right now. I know we all want to see that, of course. Alright, we're going to go up there eventually. That's the cool part about this game, is these levels are so interconnected that we will actually be on those bridges you saw up there. Which I think is a very great game design. That's just solid, where you're going to be able to see on the first level where you're ultimately ending up. Alright, we're going to run past these guys here. We're just going to keep running. Oh, none of them noticed me. Evening, gentlemen. Alright, we're going to drop down over here. This is a bit of a skip, but we're going to grab the gold pine resin. Ooh, nailed it, too. If you do it right on the edge, you don't actually stop to pick it up. You just keep going. We're going to be running and running. Here's a good little test of improving your archery dodging skills there. Again, you just sidestep. Don't need to dodge. You don't need anything fancy. Alright, we're going to run past these guys. Keep your shield up, by the way. They get stabby. They get very stabby. This guy, too. Just do a little sidestep there, and boom, you're good. Now, normally I skip this bonfire here because it's kind of just for... it's a sort of a safety bonfire, but we need to get it, and you'll see why. Unfortunately, someone followed us, which means that we can't get the bonfire. You'll notice there's no option to light it. So let's go kill that guy. Yep, there you are. I see you. I see you, guy. Oh, ooh, I didn't kill him in one hit, but that's good. What's this? A throwing knife. Very nice. We're not going to use those. Alright, let's light the bonfire here. We might as well... You know what? Let's not rest. Alright. Run right back. We're going to drop down. Be careful. If you're doing a completionist build here, there's 2 guys ready to ambush you. But if you run past them, they cannot ambush you. Alright, we're going to run past here. Run past that guy. That guy who stands up right there, he's a beast. Don't mess with him. Alright, we're going to try to get this stupid lizard. But unfortunately, the starting item, Estoc, has a very hard time hitting this. You have to hit it on the second swing if you're doing light swings. Alright, that gave us the raw gem. So a raw gem increases your physical damage on your weapon, but at the cost of removing any scaling from other stats. That means this very good when you have very low stats, but it's very bad when you have high stats, because usually the bonus you get from your stats on your weapon outweighs the raw gem at around maybe 15 to 20 of the given stat, or when you have a highly upgraded weapon. By the way, that sword we just got, the Astora Straight Sword, is fantastic with the raw gem. It actually scales best out of any weapon in the game, to my knowledge, relative to the amount you're getting. Alright, we're going on a suicide mission here, by the way. We got the Estus Shard. We're going to come down here. Oh, dodge that guy. Dodge the dog. Get the key. We're getting that cell key. We might die right here. We'll probably die. Oh, we're good. Nope, we got blown up. Of course. That's okay. That actually speeds up our process here. We only lost 245 souls because we want to visit a friend. By the way, I'll take this moment to talk about souls. For those of you unfamiliar with the Souls games, the premise is you're collecting souls from dead things. When you kill them, you get their souls. Souls are a universal currency. You use them for buying and for buying things. So it's anything you need to purchase or sell in this game nets souls. Alright, nice dodge of that firebomb. So the key with these souls is you want to accumulate as many as you can. But the catch is, if you ever die...
You're no jailer, are you? No, you're from far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. If that's true, And I have a favor to ask. Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind. I may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then, huh?
I will grant your request.
I humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the undead settlement.
I'm Pan Panda.
And I promise to assist you.
Thanks, Grey
Give
Rat.
this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
Roger that. Thank you for that ring, sir. Let's go ahead and equip that ring right now, but first, we'll give him a friendly bow. He's a nice guy. We are not going to be exploring his story in this playthrough, but he does have a very rich story that involves us sending him to pillage. We're only going to make him pillage once, because we're going to need something he sells. But... so to finish the thought from earlier, the souls, if you die, you drop them. If you die more than once... oh, this guy. You know what? Let's just homeward bone away. You die, you drop them. If you die again before you pick them up, you lose all of yours. Oh, no, not cool, man. You lose all of the souls. Sorry, this guy keeps interrupting my train of thought. More throwing knives? Oh, trousers. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Should I look into those? Nah, they're worse. Anyways, let's, you know what? Let's go ahead and homeward bone out of here. Just to save us a little bit of time. But as I was saying, Grey Rat, he is a thief, which will help you, and he actually winds up selling you some very good items. We only want one of his items, though, so we'll be back for Grey Rat. Alright, anyways, let's run back here. So starting with the Assassin is phenomenal. And the reason why it's so good is this spell here, which you're going to see me utilize. And it's the spell Spook. So what Spook is it is a spell that does two things. It removes any fall damage you take unless you fall high enough. And it makes you quiet when you're running, which means enemies won't notice you. So we're going to take advantage of both of those. We just fell a pretty far distance that probably would have hurt or killed us. But instead, we took no damage. And we're going to sneak up right behind this big fatty. By the way, don't mess with this guy until you're leveled up. Just run right past him. Didn't even notice us. Stole both of his embers. What a sucker jump. Alright, onward. Let's dodge this guy. He gets real stabby sometimes. That spear guy, by the way, is very similar to the archers. Want to dodge him? The best way is not rolling because you might time it poorly. It's simply sidestepping, and then his spear will go off to the side.
Ah, the wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle.
I'm Pan Panda.
Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their journey homes, converging at the base of this castle.
Ah, jeez.
Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
Small banner.
This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant. If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart, and the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits.
Okay, so this is a PvP or perhaps an anti-PvP covenant.
Head to the high wall's base. Go through the great gate and raise this banner to proceed.
Yeah, I got that the first time. So that covenant she gave us is in the Dark Souls games as a anti-PvP covenant for those who want to play online but do not want to get invaded. If you get invaded, you'll summon someone from another covenant. I'm on to you, lady, by the way. I'm on to you. I think you lied to me. We're not going to be playing online here. Some people outcry of, hey, then you're not playing real Dark Souls. To which I say, It's only real Dark Souls in the beginning of the game when it's not just a bunch of pros who are or hackers who are trying to invade you in a very unfair manner. So I don't really like playing online. It also slows down your connection, by the way. I prefer to play offline, which we were doing. Alright, let's equip that Ember. Let's get Embered here. Embering increases your health by, I think, 33% or something. Let's put on all our clothes because we are about to face the first boss. The first real boss. Alright, we got everything. Oh, let's, I forgot something. Let's go ahead and put on the gold pine resin that we got earlier. That buffs your weapon with lightning. Vort of the Boreal Valley. This is the watchdog. So, this boss seems very aggressive the first time you play him. Look at him, he's just flailing all over the place. And this guy, a little bit like the first boss's second half, this guy is all about making you panic. And I will tell you, do not panic. You just stab at him, first of all. He doesn't have that much health, so you can whittle him down, especially with the gold pine resin. Dodge this bad boy. That was his attack. The key here is to not panic. Get under him, and start attacking. And he does this fire breath here, or this frost breath, which he does about halfway through the fight. And just smack his boot. By the way, you want to unlock here, because otherwise it'll mess with your camera and you'll probably get hit. But we're so close. Oh my gosh. Let's not die here. Oh, here we go. Jumping attack. Got him. Very nice. Give him a little bow of friendship. So yeah, that boss is a check of your panicking. Bottom line, if you don't panic, you'll do just fine. But if you panic and try to run away from him and get freaked out by the aggression, you're gonna have a bad time. Hey, look at that nice round souls number. 3333. I like those fun little things like that. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us today. This has been fun. I hope you've enjoyed walking through Dark Souls 3 with me. This game is phenomenal, and I really hope you'll stick around for the future episodes. This is Pan Panda, signing off.